Friday night Giants pull it out in the bottom of the ninth with a big 3-run home run by Patrick Bailey. He crushed that. Man, that was an exciting end of the game to a pretty much a snooze fest for, 8 innings. The ninth inning got kind of exciting with both teams.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Threatening to score. I mean, in the fact
Duvall,
that the Giants,
man, I mean, God, he had what? What did you say? Second and third, no outs?
Second and third, nobody out. Struck out Rowdy Tellez, and then he walks somebody, McCutcheon, I believe.
McCutcheon, yep.
Yeah, and then bases loaded. He gets the comebacker, which, man, what can you say? The Giants, they dodged bullet after bullet tonight in the late innings. The Pirates could not score, but you got to give the credit to the Giants pitching. They got out of it.
Harrison,
Harrison pitched really a good ball game. 6 innings strong. Struck out 7, I believe. Didn't walk
something like that, right? The first couple of innings were a little bit weird. They were getting some hits off him, but he was able to get through it, which was really nice. Because right now the Giants are going to need Harrison to step up, no doubt about it. With everything that's happening, news came out today. Looks like Cobb isn't coming back anytime soon. He's still having some.
I never counted on Cobb.
Yeah, me neither. And I said that $10 million for this guy, and it just made no damn sense.
Yeah.
But it was good to see Harrison come out and deal a good game.
Yeah, well, their pitching. I told you their pitching's going to keep them in games.
Yep.
But this is the Giants baseball. They're not going to hit. I think they'd score more runs if they played the guys in Sacramento. I seriously believe that. You got a couple of guys that are carrying the lineup right now, and that's, Jung-Hoo Lee and Patrick Bailey. Bailey is doing well. Got to give him credit. I tend to think it won't last, but heck, while it is, give him credit. He's made some adjustments. You can tell that last year he could not hit the fastball up. He could not hit it. He smacked that thing tonight. So, that's what baseball players do, though. They got to make adjustments.
Correct.
Maybe Bailey is found something and he has a breakout year. I think he hits 235, 240 this year, but he might surprise and hit 260 plus. And
Good.
If he does that, if you get that out of your catcher and you get, say, 15 knocks and he hits you 260 plus, then you have a real, you have a very, very solid catcher, an all-star catcher. But we'll see where this thing goes. I'm not sure what the heck the problem is with the rest of the lineup. I mean,
what is up with Soler? I mean, he did hit that ball pretty hard.
Down
third
great
base play.
Line. Yeah. I mean,
Brian made a great play.
Yeah, I mean, Chapman scares you, doesn't he? I'm not Matt Chapman, but Aroldis. Man, he's got to scare you if you're watching. He's your what is he? Is he the Tyler Rogers of the Giants? I mean, I don't know. I mean, Rogers is a little more consistent.
Yeah, at least Rogers is a little bit more consistent, man.
This guy, Chapman, can't find the plate. I mean, gosh, and this isn't just this year. This has been going on for years.
Yeah, it has been.
He's just not.
The postseason last year, every time Bochy went to him, I was like, oh, God, here we go.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. But, that was – and what an interesting play that was with bases loaded, the double play. Because there's a new rule out now this year where the runner can run on the grass.
Oh, okay.
Usually you had to be in that lane.
Right. I remember that. Yeah.
And if you're outside that lane and you got hit, it's runner's interference. So Bailey had to make the throw almost, I don't know what angle that would be, but throwing it toward the outside
part of the first base bag.
Yeah, because if he threw it straight, it would have hit him. And so he had no spot to really throw it. And I mean, that is a really, really tough play to throw that ball because if you throw it too far to the right, it gets by him and it goes down the line. If you throw it too close in, it could hit the runner. So it's and you don't have time to make the decision. You just got to throw it.
Instantaneously, yeah.
I mean, that was a Gold Glove throw.
Yes.
Seriously, that was a really, really good throw. But I couldn't help but thinking as I'm watching this game, though, I'm thinking 0-0. Man, this is old school baseball. Then I thought, no, these guys flame out in the 6th inning. This isn't an old fashioned pitcher's duel going into the 8th inning 0-0 and the pitcher spot's batting. And you go,
right. And then you got to make decisions.
You got to make decisions. This is pansy baseball. This is pansy baseball for all the newbies, this generation, man. Give me some baseball where the pitcher's got to come up and he's pitching a great game, and you make the decision: do we use him to sacrifice bunt, or do we
lift him?
And that's the kind of baseball game I like to watch, is strategy. But I don't know. But you're never going to see that in baseball again, because the DH and guys pitching can't throw past 95 pitches anymore. So they get to 95 pitches and they've ended an inning, like Harrison ended 93 pitches. Oh, now if he was at 85 pitches, 86, maybe you send him out for the 7th. 93, it's like, no Sarah, I can't do anymore. And it's just like, give me a Juan Marichal versus Warren Spahn, baby, where they both. You ever see that game? Did you ever see the that game?
Yeah, it was 16 innings, right?
I think it was it 16 or 18? It was something like that. It
was in the teens.
That was a heck of a battle. You'll never see that in baseball again. There's a book out there called The Greatest Game Ever Pitched. Have you ever heard that book?
No, I haven't. I'm guessing it's based on that game, huh?
It is. Yeah. This is in fact.
What's up, Mario?
Oh, that's got highlights. We can't.
Oh, that's Mario wanted to come on. Yeah, why not? I'll send out the link to Mario. Why not?
Sure. I was going to try and find that box score, but that was something. But anyway, the Giants are now what? What's their record? 13 and 14?
Something like that, right? I think tomorrow, if they win, they go 500, right?
Yes. And they're
up, Dilly?
They are 5. They've won 5 on the homestand now. So they're 5-3.
How about that?
They're 5-3. So they have a chance to do 6-4, 7, and even 7-3 with a sweep. But wow, you just I didn't know if they were going to score there when it was 1st and 2nd, I thought, okay, are they going to have Bailey bunt? Are they going to?
Yeah, that's what they were saying. Yeah,
I thought maybe they would just to
get the runners over.
Throws it in the dirt, gets away from Bart, and then it's like 2nd and 3rd. I'm thinking I would have walked Bailey intentionally at that point. He's a guy that can get the bat on the ball and lift it for a fly ball. I mean, as soon as he hit that, the game was over, whether it went out or not. It was deep enough, going to be plenty of deep enough to score. Who is following Bailey behind the plate?
Isn't it Yaz?
I'm
pretty sure it's Yaz. Could be wrong.
Let me take a look here. It was Bailey. Yeah, Yaz. I would have went with the intentional walk there, and brought the infield in. And yeah, exactly, Brian. Gabe would have pinch hit. So yeah, I would have walked Bailey and just loaded up the bases and tried to get the next guy Yaz to strike out. Now you've got a chance to get out of the inning with maybe a double play, kind of like the Giants did in the top half of the ninth. But, this was, I did see that. That was crazy. Here we are in a.
Oh, don't even get me started on that, man.
Yeah,
Let's get the game done first, and then we'll get into that.
Yeah, the game's done. There's not much to cover.
Yeah, I guess that's about it. Well, how about the defense of Jung-Hoo Lee running all over the place out in center field?
Yeah, man, that guy can get a jump on a ball. Him and Michael Taylor tonight. Wow.
You know what? Here's another key to the game: is at in the ninth inning, and you guys may hate me for saying it, but Yaz fielded that ball that was scorched down the right field line. He got to it quick, got the ball back in, and it kept O'Neill at third because that guy can fly.
Well, he was never going to score.
No,
but he kept them to a single. Yeah, Michael Taylor, who's very fast.
Right.
I was shocked because that ball was hit down the line enough that you would have thought Taylor could have got a double. But Yaz, he not only got to the ball quick, but he always throws a strike.
Yeah,
he does.
And he threw off his back foot and threw a one hopper to second base. That was good.
Also, I've said this about Yaz. He can play defense.
He can.
I don't care for his hitting at all, but he can play right field. And, but yeah, the defense and Chapman made an unusual error tonight.
Oh, he bobbled it, right?
Yeah, that was kind of not, hey, Buster Boy, not really Chapman-like, but I mean, the Giants until the ninth inning had how many hits was it? Why am I looking at this box score here? What's going on with it? Yeah, the Giants had, let's see. This is a crappy box score. Hold on. I got to get to a better box score. Okay, here we go. Well, the Dodgers are starting to pile it on now, aren't they? They're starting to put victories together, which is okay. The Giants had 6 hits total, and how many hits came in the ninth? Was it 2?
2, I think.
Chapman got the
hit, and then Bailey, right?
Yeah, so they got 2 hits of their 6 in the ninth. They only had 4 hits going into the ninth inning. Pretty remarkable, pretty anemic, but timely hitting. They got it. Pirates did not. Pirates could not get a timely hit tonight when they had.
No, they couldn't. There was a couple of times
they had scoring opportunities. They could not put it together. But overall, a pretty solid game. Giants pitching, it's going to keep them in games. It's going to keep them in games. They were lucky to win that game tonight because the Pirates had the opportunities to score. You thought in the ninth inning, I think it's a different ball game if you're up 1-0, 2-0 going into the bottom of the ninth than a tie score, because now all the pressure is on the defense.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but we got some people.
A couple of guys.
We got some people in the green room. So let's bring it. Should we bring them both in at the same time?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
There we go. Click, and click. There we go.
All right. What's up, Hutch? I think Hutch you might be you're muted. You're muted, Hutch.
We got Hutch from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Mario Oval. Is it Ovalle or Ovalle? Ovalle. You've been on before, Mario, right?
One time, yeah.
I remember you. Aren't you in the Central Valley somewhere? Like
Clovis.
Fresno. Clovis. I was gonna say Fresno. Yeah.
You're the teacher, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there we go. And you play drum. You got drums back there, right?
Yeah, I got my electric kit here.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, and you got your Giants banner up there. I see. Yeah, nice.
Oh yeah, it's a little flag I got up there.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool.
What do you teach, Mario?
I teach sixth grade, the dual immersion. I teach have a Spanish and English.
Nice.
That's
Oh,
cool.
really?
Yeah.
Spanish. Hey, we need some Spanish on here. Like, yeah, we need some interpretation when we get, like, we got to get Matos on here. We got to have an interpreter so we can.
There you
Need to
go.
get him on-
I get-
need to get him on the team first.
Yeah,
There
exactly.
you go.
Get him on
Exactly.
the team. My goodness. So,
Real quick, let's go with Hutch, man. We haven't seen you in a while, man. How you been?
Dude,
Work, huh?
well, as you guys know, I'm a process server, and as you know, there is like a depression going on right now. So my job is very busy.
Wow.
yeah, people getting served, huh?
A lot.
Evictions.
I'm doing a lot of debt collection.
Oh, debt collection. Oh man.
Wow.
You have to be careful, right? I mean, when you're in some of these neighborhoods.
I would say I don't go to most of those neighborhoods anymore. I've mostly weeded them out over here. I spent the first 2 years when I moved here trying to figure those out, and I don't go to them anymore. I did have
That's good.
where I did have to go to court, and 10 law firms would not touch it just because there wasn't money in it for them. But I got the local, public due to make sure that there was had to take air classes, had to pay a fine, and some of the. So it was the best I could.
Wow. Well, what's your guys' take, Mario? What's your take on the ball game tonight?
Well, first thing, I feel like, all BS aside, I feel like it felt more like a loss. I don't know why. I felt more like almost like the Giants didn't deserve that win. I don't know why. It felt like they could have done so much more, so many opportunities where they could have brought the runner in from second. It's the timely hits that have been lacking, and the errors, and then Duvall loading him up. Did he load him up, or was it two?
Yeah, he loaded him up. He gave up 2 hits and then walked a guy, and he got the strikeout on Tellez, and then he got the double play on Reynolds. I mean, it's they were very fortunate. I mean, baseball, sometimes that's what way baseball is, though. Some games you're gonna that ball's gonna just kick off Duvall's glove, and they're gonna not be able to get a double play. They're gonna maybe get one out and one run, and the run scores, but that's just the way the game goes. It tends to even out. I mean, the Giants have had a lot of games this year where they've hit balls pretty hard right at players, and they haven't had anything to show for it. Sometimes you're going to get a bloop here and there, but overall, I think the issue with the Giants is they've got to find another bat or two. They need 2 more.
They
bats.
need to, yes.
They need 2 bats in this lineup. You cannot go this long. I mean, they're 5 games into the season, or 6? 27.
This is game 27.
27. You're 27 games in, and you're constantly showing signs of not being able to produce runs. Now, when you get good pitching like you did tonight, all you need is 1. But Pirates come up with a timely hitter here or there, you're going to need 3 runs to win. Pirates should have had at least 2 runs tonight. They had left some. I mean, how many runners did the Pirates leave on base? Let me see here.
I'm not sure. But to your point, what you're saying, Dan, and kind of what you're saying too, Mario, one of the biggest issues that the Giants have had this year is the lineup scoring the runs, right? Granted, they've scored them, when they needed them to win a game, but the pitching has been that has been the pillar that the Giants have been relying on so far. And the lineup has yet to really show up to be consistently. Yeah, don't get me wrong. They've had their games where they put up a bunch of runs, but that consistency just isn't there. And it gets frustrating. Now, granted, it's a win. So, I mean, I'm not going to knock a win. They were able to get it done. There's 9 innings to a game. And if you get all your runs in the last inning, so be it. But
Yeah.
I just want to see more. I just want to see more consistency. I think that's my biggest concern.
Pirates were 0 for 7 tonight with runners in scoring position and left 11 men on base.
Yikes.
Giants left 6 and were 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position, with the one one hit being Bailey's 3-run blast. So, this is, it's exciting. You get excited when you see a nice win, but you also have to look at it kind of like Mario says and realize it. You take the win, but you don't feel like, man, we're dominant. We're bad. We can play with anybody. We're gonna. You got to feel like, man, is this a 500 club that just goes up and down, up and down? Tomorrow they're going to try and reach 500 for the first time since 1-1 or 2-2. I think they started the season 2-2 with San Diego, and they've been chasing 500 for the last 23 games, right?
Right.
And, to me, it's going to be tough for them to sweep the Pirates. They, getting game 1, you have a pretty good shot odds of winning a series, which you want to keep doing. You win enough series, you stack them up, you're going to be over 500.
Right.
But, they've got to hit the ball. I don't know what the answer is with this lineup, because
I'll ask you. Well, let's ask Hutch this. What do you think of? And this is a guy that's hasn't got it going. Jorge Soler. What are you thinking about him, Hutch?
I think we need one more bat to get in the lineup, take out a Yaz or a Slater or whoever the hell is stinking it up right now to get more consistency on the thing. Because the thing with the batting lineup and a guy like Jorge Soler, and this was the thing with Bonds for a while, they never really had anyone to hit behind Bonds, which is why he walked so many times, and then they added Rich Aurelia, and then they got guys who could, and then they added guys who could hit the ball park, and the lineup became more dangerous. You add that one hitter in there, either in front or especially behind a guy, then maybe
it gets better pitches to see.
Exactly. So we need a little bit more consistency in the lineup. We definitely, like Dan was saying, we probably need 2 bats, but right now we desperately at least one more bat.
Well, you got to have at least one. But
what do you
you're
think
right.
about Vlad Guerrero? Is he going to be
what was that, Mario?
Oh, Vladimir Guerrero.
Jr.?
Oh yeah, I hear he might be possibly on the trade market, and the Giants would be.
What's he doing? Let me take a look.
He's not doing well at all.
He's in a slump right now. But
there's a lot of guys in a slump, right?
Yeah.
What's the word with MLB baseball and Trevor Bauer? They like blacklisting him because the Giants could sign him with their pitching woes.
There's a lot of teams that could sign him because there's a lot of teams that have some pitching woes and no one's touching them.
Blacklisting him, and it sucks.
Yeah, it does. I think it stinks.
But to your point, Mario, I don't know, because do they need another infielder?
They need a first baseman with power.
Yeah. Wade's been doing pretty good. Granted,
one home run between Flores and 1 home run between Flores and Wade. Wait a minute. Who has the home run? Wade?
I think Wade. I don't think Flores has a home run yet, does he?
Okay. 1 home run through 27 games. That is.
Yeah, for first, that's not good.
That's pathetic.
Yeah, but man, he's getting on base consistently. He's just not getting hit in. No one's hitting him in. Wade has been doing that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
You're 1/6 through the season. 27 times 6 is 162. You're 1/6 through. So first base, you're on pace for 6 home runs. You're on pace for 6 homers at first base. Historical position should have 25 or more.
Yep.
So Yeah. How many homers does Soler have? 3?
3.
Who's leading the team? Chapman with 4?
Chapman, yeah.
With 4. So, yeah, Chapman's on pace for 24 then. And Soler's on pace for 18. I mean, that could all change overnight, but
that's why we desperately need that one hitter that's the rest of the lineup better.
Conforto has 5, Richard Leggett says. Leggett? I think it's Leggett. Yeah. Thank you, Richard. So he has 5. So Conforto's actually on pace for 30 homers. But I still think two bats would really help, but I don't know where you find those other than, I would give the shot to Luciano and Ramos in right field, or Matos. See what that brings a spark to the team offensively.
Either go with them and let them play, or trade them and try to get something. But it needs to be right now.
What do we got here? We've got some stats, and Eric's playing his little hide the man game, and
this is 2024. All
right, so on the right is or on the left. On the left is Vlad Guerrero, right?
Correct.
On the right is Lamont Wade.
Correct.
Jeez.
Remember, WAR takes in consideration defense as well.
Yeah. 7 RBIs, yeah.
That's nuts.
But
again, that's just this year.
Yeah.
I mean,
you want to see the last couple of years? We could do last couple of years. How about that?
No. We don't have to.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't think Farhan has it in him to make any moves.
I don't think so.
I don't think Farhan has anything close to being in him to making a major move until if at all the trade deadline.
Yeah.
He ain't making early moves. He's not jumping and going, "Oh, I'm going to get ahead of the pack."
Farhan's never been aggressive.
Yeah. Now watch him fool us all and make a trade this weekend.
Hey, that'd be great.
For Pete Alonso or something.
I hope we're wrong.
Yeah, you want to be wrong. If this team added an Alonso or something, but
I don't see a big trade happening.
I don't see one happening at all until the trade deadline, and if and only if the Giants are in real contention for a playoff spot.
Did you guys see that?
Which is even? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, Larry tweeted out about calling Farhan out, saying that if we get Alonso, it's gonna put a lot of butts in the seats, and
right.
I don't know. Even then, the way the tickets have been selling, the way that the games have, tonight on a Friday night, the way that the crowd looked, it didn't seem too full. So
They announced 37,000. Was it that full?
I didn't look full to me.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna even try. I mean, I'm not gonna even listen to what the announcements are, because I don't even know if that's legitimate. It's legitimate, and that's how many people paid, but we don't know what it is.
Well, you know what? We got Dilly down there in the. Just noticed that. Didn't see a face. I saw the blue. Wasn't Dilly? Welcome.
How's it going?
All right. So
he had a big day today, man. He jumped up to second place.
I had a massive day today. Holy cow!
I didn't even look at.
He gained 9.5 points, man. He's up to second place.
Really?
Like from the trenches and came out.
Yeah, how about that? We'll get more into that later, because I don't want to lose.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Oh, you went from 7th to second. Wow.
Yeah, that's rock climbing right there.
Mario, to your point about the not seats. I will say, just as a process, what I know what's going on with the business right now, it's seeing a boom. People are hurting.
Yeah.
1.2 trillion debt, and plus it's Bay Area, one of the most expensive places to live besides Hawaii and Alaska. So it's definitely playing a big factor into it. Not just the organization.
I mean, I get it's a big name. Alonso's a big name, but the way the economy is going, I don't even then I don't see people going out to the game.
A little bit. It won't be as much as they like, but it would definitely help. It helped the lineup just in general, though. I mean,
maybe that's why they're doing $5 tickets.
Yeah, obviously.
Maybe.
But speaking of, we've done some coverage of the game. What'd you guys think of the during the broadcast having to listen to Larry Bear?
Oh my God!
Give a marketing of the not talk about the ball club, but talk about
Mission Rock.
Mission Rock.
Yeah.
You could tell that's where their passion is.
That was just, I mean, absolutely ridiculous. How can you be sitting there talking? The baseball game is going on, and you're talking about Mission Rock, and you're talking about affordable housing. Seriously, is that if you got the Visa headquarters next door? Do you think that's affordable housing that's sitting right next door to the Visa headquarters? No.
How about you could throw a baseball into
get out of here, man?
Across McCovey Cove.
We're building a
Hit
park.
the side. Yeah,
we're building a park. Get out of here.
Those apartments or whatever condos will
talking
not
about
be affordable
and designing building. Come on.
He takes
next thing they're going to do is they're going to have a zip line over there from the from the stadium where you can take a zip line and into the park, and then the little guy from Fantasy Island is going to be out there. The plane. It's just like, come on, you're talking about a team that's trying to win World Series championships, and you're more focused on this beautiful park across from the Cove, and the other side of the Cove now are fans, And
it's funny because Kipe was like, yeah, Larry Bear's here to give us an important message. And I'm like, ooh, I wonder what this is going to be. And it went straight into Mission Rock. I was like, wow, are you kidding me? I couldn't believe it.
I mean, it is pretty.
It's beautiful. I will say that.
It looks really nice. And
is that like Wrigleyville? Is that like outside Busch Stadium where they got a baseball themed area to go check out outside of the ballpark? No, it's
our
not.
Equivalent
it has nothing to do with baseball.
Nothing to do with baseball. Zero.
I mean, they ought to just put a little restaurant over there and have some snow cones and maybe some clowns and some face painting out there, and just make it an adventure for the kids. And then go see Bozo the Clown outside the stadium, get your face painting, and then come into the stadium and see the other clowns.
That's ridiculous.
I mean,
that's not what you're supposed to be doing.
Get double clowns for the clowns inside the stadium and outside, and make it a that's the new definition of a double header at Oracle.
To me, that would have been better if, like, post game. If you wanted to have him talk post game, that would have been cool. But like in the fourth inning or whatever inning it was, I was like,
they spent a whole inning and a half on the thing.
Yeah, I much prefer when Hunter Pence is in the booth talking it up, talking about his time and as a Giant and all this stuff. I like that's much more suitable.
Come on, I mean, do people really? I mean, is what's next? A little walking bridge with a big archway so that you can walk over the bridge, over the water, and the boats can go underneath? Is that what's next? I mean,
I don't think
it's like they're pumping that up because that's their real estate. That's their they're trying to sell the area for housing and for businesses. They're not, I mean, you don't see that with most winning organizations trying to promote this is their new thing. It's their new toy that they want to play with and build it all up. And they've been building it up, and they're going to continue to build it up. And that's their moneymaker.
Yeah, well, joke's on them because a lot of small businesses on the right side of the park are closing or closed already, pretty much. I don't know if you
That's a
guys
good
saw
point.
that.
Yep. I think it was Will Martinez in the chat saying there's a lot of restaurants and bars closing up around the park.
Hey,
but yet across the water, you got all this giant corporate stuff going on. Yeah, it just doesn't.
Hey, Giovanni, I'm going to put your comment up there. What do you think we talked? Wait, where to go? What do you think we talked about for the first? How long have we been here? 37 minutes. For the first 20, 25 minutes, we played up the whole Giants tonight and Bailey and everything else. So take your comments, and we'll see you later.
What a clown.
Jeez.
I don't
It's
know
like-
how much more selling you have to do for the apartments across the way, considering where they are alone. Like, they should sell themselves. You don't need to go on in the middle of a game and for an inning and a half talk about how awesome the architecture is when you can see it. Yeah, it's cool, but like just location alone, I feel like you don't need to promote something that's going to promote themselves.
Yeah. Look at Will Martinez comment. Yeah, they built a garden. Yeah, like Tiny Tim tiptoe through the tulips. All this history. I mean, you got unbelievable history that you could, you got the beautiful statue of Mays out in front there on 3rd and King. You've got one of Cepeda. How about something with Will Clark or something? How about a tribute to Dave Dravecki somewhere? I mean, what he did and what he went through, and you got this little garden out there. Yeah, there's a lot of things the Giants could do with history to make the park. I know they have some stuff on display up in the club level where I used to have my seats, where you can, you got your 3 World Series championship trophies on display there, but not everybody gets to see that. Not everybody gets into that level.
Stadium in Atlanta, and behind, I think it's.
Yeah, that's true. No Barry Bonds.
I just put it up, and you go. Yeah. I was just putting that up.
They have a whole completely Hank Aaron thing there that anyone can just go walk up and look at it. It's amazing. Like a whole bunch of shit. It's right up there for anyone just to go walk up. And like that, also that ballpark is super nice in Atlanta. And like their entire like little city village around it, it's all sports bars.
Exactly. Cubs got the same thing. St. Louis. Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
So, I want to say Doval reminded me a little bit of a Giants baseball orchard.
Yeah. That was definitely some Brian Wilson vibes there, wasn't it?
That was tough. I mean, that play though that Yaz made was, you're right, Eric, in the sense that if he doesn't get to the ball, Cruz scores. But then the fact that he got to it backhanded, it popped up quickly and threw a strike to second, holding
Taylor to
a single. I still don't know if he was not going all out, because he should have been like already rounded first base easily.
Yeah,
by the time Yaz got the ball.
Well, he's played here before since because of his days in Oakland, so he probably knew, hey, he gets to that ball, I'm gonna get thrown out, because he probably knows Yaz has a good arm, I would think.
We got a comment here, says Johnny says, Senior, what about Elliot Ramos? And then Bubrad says Elliot Ramos doesn't have it. Bub, let me ask you a question.
We don't know.
How do you know? How do you know Elliot Ramos doesn't have it? What makes you say that?
He's been blue balled for 2 years straight.
Hey, that's a good term. Blue balled, yeah, exactly.
Fitting.
I like that. Blue balled.
They've a couple times. He played a few games. They sit him, and then they send him back down. And
Yeah.
typically does okay, like enough for him to still be up. Get
Why don't they just give Elliot Ramos a month? At least just give him a month and say, you know what, Elliot, we don't know if you got it or not, but we're gonna play you in 25 of the next 28 games.
Yeah,
give him the benefit of the doubt, like they're doing with Yaz. He's finding his swing, getting discipline back in the plate. And
in 2022, didn't they give Joey Bart almost the entire season?
They gave him the first half almost.
Yeah.
But you know what? The thing is these guys, you got to play them when they're young because they'll work themselves out of it if they're talented enough. If they don't have it, they don't have it. But you don't ever get to – I don't understand the Giants. I really, really don't. The only thing I can say is and I'm starting to believe this, Elliot Ramos, his last name needed to be – he needs to be doing what he's doing now, and his last name needs to be Bishop because he would have been drafted by Farhan. Because I guarantee you, if Bishop was doing identical numbers as Ramos, he'd be up. If that was the number. Because, hey, Ramos was the number 1 draft pick in 17. Bishop was the number 1 draft pick in 19. Ramos is actually, if I'm not mistaken, he might be a year younger than Bishop. Hunter Bishop, do you know how old he is, guys?
I thought he was like 25 already, wasn't he?
He may be. I think Ramos is. Come on, roster. Come here. Piss me off. Come on. All right.
Was Ramos signed in 18? I thought he was 17.
He was. I said 17.
Oh, you did? Okay.
All right. Hunter Bishop is 25, and he will be 26 in June. That's getting old.
Yep.
That's getting old. You know how old Elliot Ramos is?
24, right?
Elliot Ramos is 24, turns 25 in September. Why isn't this kid getting a shot? He's at the stage where you give him an everyday shot. You don't wait till he's 27.
They're over.
You either give him a shot now or you trade him or release him
but they're not. They're not going to give him that shot.
I know, and it just what it's why I would root for these guys because I like young teams. I like watching young teams that build like Cabron Hayes and Cruz and Harry Davis and they put guys all over these young teams. They're going to build up and they're going to be better in the long run. I'm so tired of the Giants playing these old aging vets that don't hit worth a lick.
Yaz is hitting now.
Yeah. Is he still under 200?
I don't know. I think he might be above
I think he broke the Mendoza.
Let me look.
Pretty sure he is. He ain't
not by
going
much,
nowhere, man.
but I'm pretty sure he's
not going
above.
anywhere.
Guys,
216. All right, 216. He still sucks.
It's
There you
still-
go. Hey, that's
Sucks
probably
at the
higher
plate.
than. Oh, I was gonna say Chapman, but guess not.
Again, I think you should get. You know what you're going to get from Yaz, and I think this was the time. Actually, last year was the time to play the young guys. And they did. They did with Matos. They did with Schmidt.
And now they send him back down.
And they sent them
You know
back
what?
down to next year, and it makes no sense.
You know, get these guys that are in their 20s, get some excitement, get them playing. I understand you want to have Yaz for his defense. Okay, I get it. Make him your 5th outfielder. Make him your 5th outfielder or 4th. Play Matos or Ramos every day. You're kind of stuck with Conforto at $18 million. You're not going to be able to trade him. So you need to just play him. And, you know, if he does well, he helps you. If he doesn't, you're just going to have to move off. This is the last year with the club. But, you know, the Giants just don't even know what they have. They don't even know what they have in Ramos and at all. He's just at 24. He's been with the club since 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. This is his 8th season in the organization. And he started off slow, didn't look like he had much. And it was kind of like, is this guy going to be able to make it? Is he a bust? Is it time to move on? What do you do? And then they want to see him hit for more power, for average in AAA. He does that last year. He continues to do it this year, and they don't give him an opportunity. So, rockets going off in Israel. Hear that?
Oh boy.
That's my rocket attack update.
The war machine.
Yeah.
Anyways, I got to get going to bed. It's
12:30. Hey, Hutch, good seeing you, man. Thanks for joining, and thanks for being part of the show.
I'm glad to come on and every now and then when I can.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Hutch, all the way from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. All right. So, so we've got an R up there and a blue face. That isn't looking too good for people viewing the show. Just stepping in, and we've got an R and a blue face, and a Giants podcast with a guy wearing a Pirates hat.
What a collection!
And we got a Giants hat, and we got a Giants hat there, and the Pirates hat. I just had to get this hat because I think it's one of the coolest looking hats in baseball.
It's
Pittsburgh's pretty cool.
I love the black and gold, man. But it's 49er draft season, so I'm wearing the Niner hat.
I got my Memorial Day hat today in the mail.
Did you?
Yeah, nice.
Was it a Giants one or?
Yeah, I got a Giants one.
Okay,
it's pretty nice.
Yeah, why don't you get a Dodger one?
Jeez, that's a good joke.
Oh man.
Oh.
Yeah, I was
What happened?
What
happened to our chat? It all of a sudden it just went dead. Is it working?
Yeah, it's working.
There was no okay. Hey, I could put my patch on. I could put my pirate hat on with my eye patch on. That would be pretty cool, huh?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, pull the eye patch out.
Okay, hold on. I'll go grab it.
When is Snell going to come alive?
After his stint on the IL.
Yeah, I don't think you see a good
after the All-Star break.
Yeah, I don't think you see Snell pitch well probably till June. Yeah, that's my guess. Is seniors is have they announced if Snell is going to make any rehab starts in SAC yet, or is that just something you're kind of assuming down the line? Yeah.
All right, there it be.
There it is.
Wait, with that hat, you almost look like you're a conductor. The way you
I
got
know,
it.
right?
You got it
That's
too
what it looks
low.
like.
You got it too
Yeah.
low, man.
It's because of the damn headsets.
There you go. Now you look like
Pushes it down.
there-
See, that's where I normally wear it, but when I have to put the headset on, it brings it down.
Yeah. Do you have a? Yeah, you don't have to wear a headset. Just get some of these.
No, I like the headset way better.
Headset's where it's at.
Hey, wait a minute. Shoot! All of a sudden, I saw there's Dilly.
Yep. Hey,
All
I'm keeping the blue going. All right.
All right, you got the blue. You look like the San Francisco Royals.
There you go.
The San Francisco Royals.
That looks like the Royals hat.
Oh, now he froze.
Yeah.
There he goes.
There we go. Oh, well, it's going to be hit and miss.
It's all good. No worries.
So,
Yeah,
and
it's a
then-
nice hat. I like it.
Now, what type of hat you rocking in the back there? Are you? Let me see the back of that, Eric. Oh, you got the. What'd you get? A medium large?
7.5.
Oh, you got the 7.5. You got the actual head. You know your head size?
Yeah.
What an egotistical man you are. You know your
Yeah,
head
it's the low
size?
pro one. Yeah.
Low pro. Okay. See, I buy the small, medium, or they have medium, large, or they have the Bochy size. But
Bochy size.
mine are I buy the 3930. See the 3930? That's
Oh yeah, the 3930. Gotcha.
it's fitted, but my only hat that is hold on here, let me grab it. My only hat that is the actual size, because I wanted I bought this one in a 3930, which I love the fit, but they didn't make it with the bridge. And I wanted the bridge, so I had to buy this one. And this one is a size. What size are you? 7 and what? 3/4?
7.5. 1/2.
I thought you had a big head, man. This is an 8.
An 8.
No, that's a Bochy. This is a 7, but it's a little tight. I think I need a 7 and an 8. Do they make a 7 and an 8?
Yeah, they make a 7 1/8.
Although this is pretty.
That's not bad.
It's a tight fit. It won't fall off. But I gotta. Yeah, I don't have any hair, so my head's even smaller. You got a Brillo pad there, man. So you got that. That's worth a half size right there, man.
Well, not today. I got the ears lowered. But,
yeah, but you got the Brillo on top.
That doesn't affect the fit, though. Will Martinez, Eric nailed it when he said, "Don't expect anything from Cobb and Ray this season." Just saying, man.
That's right. You said that about Cobb and Ray, so we'll see.
We'll see what happens with Ray.
I think you're one half the way there.
It's ridiculous. I don't
Kyle,
understand.
you were a 7?
I do not understand why they gave that guy $10 million.
Will B. I would have thought Will had a size 9 there, man. That guy's got a noggin.
Size 9. Oh my God.
Will's got a noggin, man. Will can compete with Boch. How big is Boch's? 7 3/4.
I thought it was 8 3/4 or something like that, right?
How big is
let's wasn't it? Up. I can't remember. I thought it was like 8 3/4, something like that.
We're gonna find
snapback.
I could be wrong. I think it's 8 1/8. I think that's what it is.
Bruce Bochy.
Oh, it's 8.5.
Hat size.
That's a.
The melon right there. That is a full melon.
No, it's not 8.5. It said to be 8 and
8 1/8, maybe
8 1/8. But Tim Kirchin reported it to be 8 1/4.
I mean, he's pretty tall. How tall is Bruce Bochy?
He's pretty tall, isn't he, Bruce?
Yeah. Bochy 8.
Man, with that size, I could put it over the top of my damn headphones.
Hey, they said about Bochy's hat size that you could put in a lot of the guys, they would put a 6-pack in a guy's hat and put it in the locker. But with Bochy, you could put a 6-pack in there with ice. Yeah, I think he's 8 1/4.
8 1/4. Whew. Wow.
Yeah. Giants are wearing the throwbacks tomorrow.
What series?
Is it tomorrow or is it Sunday? Maybe it is tomorrow.
Someone's saying it's throwbacks tomorrow. Mitchell and Ness. I wonder which throwbacks.
It's going to have the New York symbol on the sleeve, and then the Giants across the front, where it's a little bit, or the font's a little bit spread out a little bit more. It's going to look nice.
Yeah.
Who's going tomorrow for Pittsburgh? Is it going to be? Is it going to be Jared
versus Jones? I think.
Oh, Jared Jones is going tomorrow. Then
let's take a look. Tomorrow's.
Hicks has been so good.
Oh, they're saying Perez on MLB. They're saying Perez.
Okay, then Jared's going on the last game then.
Let me look. Sunday,
that guy's going to be tough.
Yeah, Jared Jones on Sunday versus Wynn. So, wow. Okay. And then the Giants go on the road to Boston. I wonder what they're going to do for that spot of Snell's. Are they going to bring somebody up next week
That could
Boston,
be a Mason
or?
Black.
Yeah, it could be.
Or is it going to be a bullpen game? Or they play that whole,
be that
they
too.
bring guy up.
Let's not do the bullpen thing and wear the bullpen out. I mean, it's already getting high usage. Let's bring up starters start and relievers relieve. How's that?
Gosh, I know. Well, when was Mason?
Oh, you know
Black
what
due
it
to
could
pitch?
be? It could be Roop. I don't know if he's stretched out enough though.
Ooh, I don't think so. He just came up and had a pitch. How many innings did he pitch? And he gave up 3 runs.
He might be able to pitch 3 innings though. It's better than a opener
True.
going 1.
Yeah, when did Black pitch? That's what I was just going to ask.
I
Not
don't
sure.
know. Yeah.
That's something they're going to have to figure out for a few starts.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's be interesting to see how this goes. They're what are they now? 13 and 14?
I think it was 13 and 14.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, if they can end the month at 15 and 15, that's pretty good. That's
Dan, didn't you say that you thought they were going to finish at like 12 and
18.
12 and 18?
12 and 18 is what I thought. Yeah. I looked at the schedule and, but it's just because of their hitting. Their pitching is getting them winning ball games. They can, this club it's not how do I say it? They're not the worst. They're not an awful team, but I don't think they're a good team. Okay.
They're not there yet.
I think they're a 500 team. And to me, that's an average team.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
right now, that's how they're playing.
Yeah. And an average team that can add pieces can become a good team. An average team that loses a couple of key players all of a sudden becomes not a good team. Or to me, an average team is not a good team. How about if I say a good team, an average team, or not a good team? Like, just a poor team. I think the Giants are just mid. They're just right at that 500 club. It's kind of where I predicted they'll be. I think I predicted they'd win 83 because I think their pitching, if it comes through, it pushes them up a little bit over 500. But there's a lot that's going to have to change for this team. And it's still early. I mean, we're
still normalizing for sure.
You're probably still in the 2 games out of the wild card, if I'm guessing. I haven't even looked at it since they're probably 2-3 games within the let me look. They are 1.5. Yeah. It's so bunched up early. That's the problem with a lot of baseball. There's just teams that are just kind of bunched together. So the Giants get into the playoffs. I think they're a dangerous team if Snell's all of a sudden Blake Snell and Webb's Webb, and maybe Robbie Ray doesn't come back and give you much, but maybe Harrison pitches more like he did tonight, and maybe Keaton Wynn continues to pitch, or Jordan Hicks. The Giants get into the playoffs. I'll keep saying this. I like their chances just because playoff baseball comes down to a lot of just close, low-scoring games. You get a hot starting staff, it can really shut down a team. We saw it with the Braves. The Braves have been shut down because they faced some good pitching. But, we're 5 months from that. What are we in April? We got May, June, July, August, September. We got 5 full months still to play. So
do you guys think it's becoming a trend where they'll face like no-name pitchers and they'll make them look like Cy Young contenders?
Yes, I think that's been their history for years.
What's up with that? Why is that, do you think?
I just think that if you haven't seen a pitcher, the pitcher has the advantage.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Pitchers generally have advantage because
there's no history on them.
There's no book.
Yeah.
And so you don't know what to expect, what he's going to throw. You don't know if he's coming with a, off speed, fastball, 2-seam or 4-seam, different speeds, locations. It's just really hard to face a guy.
Yeah, that curve he has a nasty bite to it.
Which one? Who's
Priester?
Harrison?
No, the Pirate pitcher.
Oh,
The Pirates guy. Yeah. He looked pretty good. He looked a little wild though, I will say. Like he started withering away with his command a bit. That's the type of pitcher that the Giants should smash all over. And it's annoying. Like the dude for the it cracks me up every time they talk about these no name pitchers, whatever, these people who, oh yeah, they were a rookie last year and got 3 starts at the end of the season and we're kind of seeing them for the second time, whatever. They come out, oh yeah, he's effectively wild. He doesn't find the strike zone a lot, walks a bunch of people, and then he strikes out 9 and doesn't walk a single person against the Giants. It's like, what are we doing? And it's not necessarily
started. Yes, D-Shot.
It's not necessarily because the Giants are being bad. I would say it's like a combination of them striking out a lot, but also there is some truth to the fact that like the dude for the Diamondbacks the other night that got a start instead of Merrill Kelly, he objectively looked good that night. Like he was painting the corners. He looked good and has not looked good in the past. He's been effectively wild. But for whatever reason, he just decided, you know what? I think I'm going to have a career start tonight against the Giants. And so I feel like a part of that is the Giants that's what they do is suck against no names or like rookies coming up for the second, third time. But then another part of that is just being unlucky with the fact that, oh yeah, tonight I think I'm just going to have my best stuff and paint the corners and strike out 9 and just be lights out.
Yeah.
Harrison he'd been relying on the changeup a lot because that 4-seamer kept getting away from him.
Yeah, that 4-seamer, he still has issues trying to locate that thing. He's got to get that a little bit under control. That's
an invisible fastball, though, I will say. When
it's
on, that's the thing. It reminds me of, what's his face? I think it was it's Jake McGee, the pitcher who used to pitch for Tampa Bay. He had the same thing. He threw 95 to 97, and it was just invisible. It was hit me if you can.
Got a little giddy up to it.
He played for the Giants.
He came to the Giants.
Yeah, he came for the Giants. He was really, really good for 1 year and then sucked, and then he retired. And so it's like, you know what?
Was that the 21 season where they magical year he was good?
I think so.
He was like their stand-in closer there for a minute, and then he got cold, and then Duvall kind of poked his head in.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Hey, what do you guys think about Mitch White?
I don't even know.
Hard to say. I mean, he's from the Bay Area, right? San Jose kid.
I remember when he was with the Dodgers, he was lights out a little bit.
He was not bad. Excuse me. He had, it was a second-round draft pick. He had a lot of potential, but hasn't shown a ton of consistency, but otherwise he'd still be with the Dodgers. But gosh, I don't know. Giants just got, they need to shore up something needs shored up. The middle relief is scary. Tonight you didn't really have to use some of those guys because it was a tight game all the way through. But what you don't want to see is where they have to have guys that pitch back-to-back games and then you're in a tight game and you can't use those guys and you got to bring in, Jelly or something like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, how do you feel about Jelly? Are you guys pro 6'11", or please just get him out of our organization, give him the Joey Bart?
I feel like it's most of the time.
I'd trade him to the Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a big man,
an
right?
idea.
Maybe he could help the Lakers.
Yeah.
It is good that he's throwing harder, it seems like, because I remember when he came up the first couple times I saw him, he was throwing low, like 91, 92. It looks like he's throwing more mid 90s, at least a little more consistently. Because I feel like it's such a waste if you're 6'11" and you can't throw 95 miles an hour, like minimum. Because it, like, I get you're closer to the mound, so everything you throw is gonna look, or you're closer to the plate, so everything you throw looks harder anyways. But if it just is harder, that's even better.
Hey, are you guys shocked when you talk about? I just all of a sudden have this visual effect of like jelly, like extending his foot, and he's onto the grass, and his arm at the release is 8 feet from the plate.
But exactly, he's poking you.
Are you guys shocked? Did you see the Yamamoto reflex catch the other day?
Oh man,
that was incredible.
Yeah.
Woo.
Are you not shocked that in Major League Baseball, as hard as guys hit the ball, and that you don't see a play like that at least once a week and out of 100 games? I mean, how many games are there? There's what, 15 games roughly a day, right? So, 15 times 6, isn't that 90 in the top of my head? It is, right?
Yes.
15, yeah. So there's like 90 games a week. Are you not? I mean, you might see something like that 5-10 times a year.
You would think so.
Yeah.
Don't you think of all the games played that
there's more of that?
There's more line drives that are right at the pitcher. I mean, it's not that. It's like I used to hit line drives up the middle, never hit a pitcher, but it's just a good place to hit the ball.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot.
Well, you think if you can take that a step farther and be like, how many at bats out of those 90-ish games a week that you get to see per game and all that kind of stuff, and then it gets even more crazy if you think about it like that.
Yeah, I mean, you think of all the balls that get hit at certain positions, and then, I mean, a ball just hit up the middle. It's a very natural swing to hit the ball straight up the middle. You're right on it, but I don't
that's
know.
it. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe it's people don't get those perfect swings all the time, and you're either pulling or pushing.
Yeah, I'm just kind of, I mean, I know a lot of balls do tend to fly over the pitcher's head or, to the side, but that was scary. I mean,
yeah.
That was some cat-like reflexes, no doubt.
I mean, I don't know. You hate to see it, and you always see laws get legislated, right? When people do something stupid, and then all of a sudden there's a new law. One of these days, someone's going to get. It's not going to be pretty. I mean, we've seen guys get hit in the face, and it's pretty ugly. But I'd almost think they should be able to create some kind of, light helmet, not a football helmet because that's heavy, but a light helmet that has a little cushion and with some kind of face mask. I don't want to see somebody get killed.
I was going to say, you have the softball masks that softball players wear. You could have a modified version of that if you really wanted to take it that hard.
Well, years ago, they had the quote-unquote hardened
the hat.
Pictures. That was the goofiest looking thing I've ever seen.
I'm going to say it's going to look really stupid.
Hold on.
And it doesn't look like a baseball player, but I'm telling you, man, you're 60 feet 6 inches when you're on the rubber. By the time you release that thing, you're 55 feet, and you're most of the time you're defenseless. And
your brain has no time to react to 108 off the bat coming at you from less than 60 feet away.
It's a lucky reflex.
Yeah, exactly. That's why when you see those pitchers like snare catch it behind their back, where they like just flip their glove behind their back, like that blows my mind, because that's all subconscious, just fast twitch muscle fibers doing their thing, protecting your life.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just it just looks scary out there, and you think about how defenseless that guy is. Everybody else is in ready position in the infield, and they're 100 to 120 feet away. Maybe the third baseman's in and he's 80 feet away if he's playing in, but it's still he's ready for it. The pitcher just, I don't know. I just don't, I know there's guys that have gotten just drilled right in the eye socket. What was the player of the A's a couple years ago that got drilled? That I just don't want to
hit in the face, right?
Yeah, I just don't want to see somebody get killed. I just think it would be.
Well, what's his face? Aroldis
Horrific.
Chapman, I think in spring training a few years ago, got smoked in the face or in the forehead, and I think he has a metal plate in his head now because of that.
Yeah, it's to me, it's
Cobb. Cobb took one off the dome with the Marlins.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
that is the goofiest. That is the goofiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
What is that?
And it doesn't protect your face.
That's the hardened baseball hat.
Interesting.
Somebody said once, I remember, when you have to pitch at 4 and save Princess Peach at 5 or something like that.
That's good.
I don't know, man.
That's bad.
I mean,
that
the
looks
softball.
Ridiculous. Come on.
Of course, it's going to look ridiculous. Wait till you get hit, though.
Then you're on the wrong. Then you got to not be a pitcher.
No,
that's inherent danger, right?
No, you shouldn't have.
The game has been around 100 and something years. How many times has a pitcher been hit?
It's happened. It's happened enough.
But it's not at a level to where you got to wear something goofy as this.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing for the batters that get drilled in the face. But I mean, Willie Mays used to go up there with a baseball cap.
That's what they used. They never wore helmets back before the 60s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man.
Goofy.
Yeah.
I think the route you would have to take is more like the softball route, where it's just like something to protect your face structurally. You're still gonna get concussed, like beyond belief, if you get hit in the face with something like that, hit in the head, whatever. But at least structurally, you should be okay. Like your nose isn't gonna be dangling off your face, or your eyes aren't gonna be all caved in and all this stuff.
You know what was remember when Giancarlo Stanton got nailed in the face? His face was like
it was not good.
Nasty, man.
Towels out and you start like towel shading them.
Yeah.
It's tough.
But I don't know. It's just when you see that stuff. I mean, I guess it comes with the territory. They're making big money, and but you watch, one of these days it will happen. Somebody's going to get very seriously hurt.
Hey, you guys think those lights were a bit much when Duvall came out in a non-save situation?
They did that last time too.
Oh, did you hear about the first time they did it?
With the
he threw the fastball right when it went out.
Yeah, and the catcher, the catching coach had no idea where the ball. It just happened to go in the glove. Oh my goodness!
I mean, it was the first time they did it, so it was kind of poorly planned.
Yeah, that's scary. They wait and they wait for the cue. It was like that guy had been waiting all. I want to touch the button. I want to throw the lights. Yeah. Come on! I've been waiting for Duvall to come in. How many games did they? Oh wait, they got a home run tonight. So is this only their third homer in home games? Or no, Fitzgerald hit one the other day.
Fitzgerald hit one. Jung-Hoo hit one. Soler hit one. And tonight Bailey hit one.
Didn't Bailey hit one before?
Yeah,
or was that on the road?
Yeah, splash hit.
Yeah, that's right. He had a splash hit.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Bailey's got 2. So they've got like 5
on his bubblehead day.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's when he went
forgot about that.
Right?
Yeah.
That was a good day.
Yeah.
It was 5 for 5, right? 4 for 4?
4 for 4. Yeah. Just missed the cycle. Just missed the cycle.
Yeah.
That would have been so fun to watch. Bailey chucking around second base.
He was going for it too. He was on his horse.
Yeah, he was like, damn.
I don't think he would have made it though. I don't think he would have made it.
I don't know. That's pretty far.
It's not that far.
throw.
It's not that far from where he hit it to.
Oh, wait a minute. We've done this exercise before on this show.
Yeah. You remember that? Oh man, that was great.
That's a pretty decent throw from left center field to third base. That's
Do I got to bring it up?
Well, here's the thing, because
that's got to be over 250 feet.
You think?
He wouldn't have caught it because it would have been on the bounce, so he would have had to play it off the wall too.
Yeah.
So he has to field it cleanly off the wall, turn around, and then throw it to third
And he'd have to throw
on
it
the fly.
He'd have to throw it 250 feet.
Let's
I
check
think
it
he would
out.
have made it, maybe.
I mean, I don't know. And Bailey's got early season legs going on right now, so it's not.
And
like
he was sniffing out that cycle. He was like, he was moving.
Let's go take a look at this thing.
Yeah. Hopefully Bailey has a good year. He's a good kid. I
like him.
I mean, I've met him. He's a really good kid. I just hopefully he doesn't wear out like he did last year. I think he has a little bit more weight behind him this year.
Yeah,
Okay,
he said he gained some weight so he wouldn't fatigue as much down the stretch.
Right.
This is where it was, right around here, right?
Yep, right around there.
Right here?
Something like that. I thought it was closer to that pivot.
I got to
point.
change the. Hold on.
Over to the left, toward left field.
You want
I
to
thought
go
it was more
meters,
to the right
centimeters?
field.
To right, toward right.
I thought it was like, you see where the-
299 feet.
Oh,
Told
yeah.
ya.
Well, even then, that's.
Did he
that's
catch
deep.
it
And
against
he,
the
like,
wall, or did he catch it over here?
It would have been against
He
the
didn't catch
wall.
it at all. It was a ground rule double.
It was a ground
Still
rule
about
double.
so we'll say still about what 2. Even if he came off the wall a little bit, what we're still probably talking.
280,
Yeah, somewhere around there.
85.
Well, he would have hit the
285.
cutoff man here, right? The cutoff man would have been around here somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Bailey was
And
going
then-
around second by the time that ball was hitting.
He was
the
about
ground.
here, wasn't he?
Yeah, something like that.
When
I
he had
think
already
he's
got it? I don't know, man.
I think he's got it.
I don't know.
Let's reenact it. Eric, can you put yourself Eric, can you
Oh,
pretend
man.
you're Bailey running around second? I would love to see
I don't
Eric
know. It would have been
rounding
something.
second. I'd love to see
It would have
Eric.
been a heck of a thing to watch, regardless.
It would have been.
Yeah, Kyle's been with us too long.
The
Oh,
map
God, we have
measurement.
to go with the map measurement,
No,
Man,
that's
we
legit.
spent-
I
we
like
spent
that.
Like
It's
an hour and
legit.
a half on that.
and we're not doing it tonight because we're done. I'm hanging it
Man.
up. I'm hanging it up, man. This is a Friday night. So let's call it a night. Tomorrow night, Giants Pirates game 2, 6:05 first pitch. Jordan Hicks takes the mound against Perez. I don't know what the first name Perez is.
Yeah, I didn't even see what his first name was.
Yeah, but we'll just call it Perez.
Anyone-
Perez.
I can't remember first name of Perez for Pittsburgh. I think someone said it in the chat earlier.
So, Giants go for their opportunity to get back to 500. They did spend one day over 500 at 2-1 in San Diego, and ever since that next day where they got routed, giving up 13 runs in the first 3 innings to San Diego, they have not.
Easter.
Yeah, they have not been able to catch the 500 mark after that because they went into LA and got swept, came home to beat San Diego, 2-3, and then lost 2-3 to the Nationals, and then so they've been playing catch up. So tomorrow's a chance to get to 500. What say you, everybody? What's your prediction, Mario? Do they get to 500 tomorrow, or yes or no?
Who's pitching tomorrow?
Jordan Hicks.
What's the record of that
Perez?
Perez?
He's got like a 3.45 ERA, I think.
Mm.
I think he's 1-1.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
I think he's lifetime 103-1 against the Giants.
Is he a righty? Yeah.
I mean, is Murphy catching tomorrow?
Probably. Oh,
I like Murphy with Hicks. That's the thing. I really do think they have a
gosh.
good chemistry.
He sucks so bad though.
He's not good defensively, but I think he calls a good game, and I think he's got like a good chemistry with Hicks for some reason.
I think it's gonna be another close game like today. If they don't, I mean, hopefully they can score some runs before the 6th, and if they do, then I think they got a pretty good chance.
The key for Hicks is he can't do what he did last time and give up 6 freaking bases, man. Basically,
3 passes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you got 4 walks and you hit 2 guys.
Which
he
Hicks do
cannot
you get
come out.
tomorrow? Do you get
I don't know.
do you get early on Hicks, or are you
That's what we
getting? Do you get Hicks who may be wearing down already?
Well, I tell you what, if he comes out and he does the same thing he did his last start, then that's going to raise some eyebrows.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's going to be a close game. I just can't tell
who'd you pick? Who'd you pick? Mario, I didn't hit. Did you say Giants win tomorrow?
Yeah, by a run or 2. Maybe.
Okay, and Dilly, what'd you have?
I think he goes 6 innings, 7 strikeouts, 2 earned.
Wow.
How many walks?
We'll go 2 walks. I was gonna say
Okay.
3, but I'll go 2 walks.
All right. And Eric, what do you got?
I think it's going to be a close game. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'll give Hicks the benefit of the doubt, because even though when he walked all those guys, he was able to limit the damage. He didn't allow any runs hardly to come across. So I think it's going to be a close game. What's the score going to be? I couldn't tell you, but I know it's going to be close. So we'll see what happens.
I'll do my Lee Corso. Can we look up, has Perez ever faced the Giants?
I don't know. Oh, well, does Bart get a start, you think?
Oh, that's
Probably.
And hit a Bart dart.
Wouldn't that be something?
He can't hit an Oracle. We've established that.
I don't know what Perez's record is against the Giants, if he's faced him before. Do we have any history on that? Oh, 85 at bats. G. Martinez says 85 at bats. What? The Giants have had 85 at bats against him. What's he? What's?
Yeah, but this team's different than it was the last.
Yeah,
couple years.
what's he hitting against the Giant? What's the Giants hitting against him? G.
Here, hold on. Hold on.
For the record, I think the Giants win tomorrow. Just
Okay.
put that out there.
Here, I'll do a damn comparison here. I can figure this one out real quick. I'll just put a few guys in the lineup. What's
what
the guys?
I saw tonight? What's his first name? Perez. Something Perez.
What's his first? I just need to know his first name.
It starts with an M. Martin Perez.
Oh, guy named Martin Perez. He sounds like
a dealer.
Yeah,
He's gonna
15
go out
for
and
63.
frickin'
Well, we know he has no.
the corners.
We'll see. Let's look up Wade.
They're 15 of 63 off of him.
Get
So
results.
they're hitting 238. It's about the Giants. All
I was
right.
gonna say that's about accurate.
Yeah, nothing new.
Yeah, hopefully Soler can run into one tomorrow and
All right.
get going.
So I say Jordan Hicks comes out tomorrow and he's dealing, but his pitch count gets a little high. And he has to come out in the 5th inning.
And
And
the
the
bullpen?
Giants are in a tight game. And it's 1-1. He's got to come out. And the bullpen comes in. And the game goes. The game goes to the Pirates.
Imagine that.
I knew that when he said that Hicks was going to be dealing that was way too much optimism for Dan. I knew there was going to be a catch.
You knew there was a catch.
And the
Yep.
Pirates come on,
I don't know.
strong.
The Pirates aren't hitting right now either.
No,
Yeah,
they're
so they
striking
get
out
rid-
all over the place.
And they bring in one of the guys not named Walker or Rod, and they get to whatever pitcher in the fifth
Kaiwei
and sixth
Tang.
innings. He's gone. No,
He's gone. Jelly.
Oh, Jelly.
and the Pirates.
Avila.
The Pirates win 4-2.
Interesting.
I can see that as a possibility.
We'll find out.
Yep.
What did I think of the 49ers draft? Somebody asked. I'm okay with it. I mean, it's obviously just projections and stuff, but I like the physical offensive lineman they picked up in the 3rd round out of Kansas. I think the corner they picked out of Florida State is a good cover corner. Looks like a guy that's going to be a really good press corner for him. And I really like the kid Pearsall. I don't know if he's a first rounder, but I don't think he would have been there in the 2nd round. He was going to go in the top 15 picks of the 2nd round probably. So you pick them when you can. That's part of the problem when you have picks that are, 30 apart and you don't have 32, picks apart. You don't have any leverage. So you just got to pick the best available at the time. I think they were going to go for that offensive tackle out of Washington in the 2nd round, but Baltimore selected him 1 pick before. So they traded out of that spot and then picked up an extra pick in the 5th. So anyway, hey guys, Giants will put up 30 runs on Pittsburgh and Chardal. If that happens if the Giants put up 30 runs on Pittsburgh, the rest of the 2 games, Chardal, you can do the show any night of the week you want to do.
It's Chargoogle.
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 So anyway, all right, guys. Well, thanks for joining. Thanks to Mario and Dilly and earlier to Hutch Gaming.
Yep.
Giants again tomorrow night, 6:05. We will join you about 8:45 to 9 o'clock tomorrow night. So be ready to go, and we'll see. We'll see who's right. 3 of the 4 picked the Giants. I'm just picking the Pirates just to be a little different than you guys. Not that I'm saying the Giants can't win, but make the show a little more interesting. And it's always good to be the villain.
Well, trust me, the chat will let you know about it tomorrow.
All right, guys. Everybody have a great one. Where's Buster? Is he gone? Oh, Buster didn't want to. Hey, Buster, get in here. Hurry up. Buster. Come on. Show your face, buddy. Buster boy. Come here, Buster.
He's a no-show.
There he comes.
There he is.
What are you doing, bud? Sit. Sit, buddy. All right, good boy. You want to sign this off? You want to sign this off? That's a good boy. That's a good boy. You gonna lay down? Go ahead, lay down. Lay down. Good boy. All right, guys. We're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow night. Giants, can they do it again? We'll find out tomorrow night. But they had a great game tonight, winning 3-0 on a Patrick Bailey blast. A true walk-off. And that's what you love to see when you go out to the ball yard, is a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th. Go get them. We'll see you tomorrow.